things from that. So that's my story. But then like how can someone like you or anybody work or develop or work their way into the industry? One, the dance medicine industry or the dance medicine community is very fluid and open, meaning there is not one set path to be able to work in the dance medicine community. You do not have to be a physical therapist. You do not have to be an athletic trainer. You can be a lot and derive your education from a lot of different sources and still be beneficial in the community. So that's thing number one. Thing number two is that is actually why we have like an education division with my company now, to be able to mentor people, do more training, give more guidance. So if somebody definitely doesn't have a place to start, like I started offering like training classes and stuff like that, because that wasn't around when I was trying to figure it out. So that's one of the things that personally I started doing, is helping people figure out how to get into the industry. But the biggest thing that I would say is that there's no one set path. So that said, the next question that you can ask yourself is, what else or in what way do you feel like you would want to work with dancers in that health and wellness context? And I'll give you a couple examples. I have colleagues who are working with dancers in a Pilates setting. They're Pilates instructors, and they're applying some of the things from either like my training or other courses that they went to or other trainings that they had, but essentially they're certified in Pilates. And that's like their foundation that they're using to work in the dance medicine community. Same with a lot of yoga instructors, same with podiatrists. If somebody's interested in like medical school and stuff like that, it just really depends on maybe like that secondary interest in terms of how you might want to work with dancers. We have professionals now who work with like psychological and mental health perspectives of helping dancers with their performance. And that's a huge, I think, not necessarily an adjunct, because it's not something secondary. It's just as important as the physical body. But that's a growing little part of the dance medicine community that I'm happy to see kind of take off. I tell a lot of students, or I tell a lot of people who want to work in the industry, I tell them to kind of think about a life in the day of yourself. Don't think about, and I kind of tell them to go backwards from there. Don't think about, I have to go to school for this program in this way, and then I will be able to work in. I tell them to envision, like, what do you see yourself doing? How do you see yourself working with dancers? Do you see yourself like in kind of like a clinic and somebody's on a table and you got your hands on them? Do you see yourself more in a dance studio? Do you see yourself more in like a Pilates studio? Envision what like your perfect day is in that career. And then you can work backwards and see what are the educational opportunities that you have to get there. Okay? Because I will say this, overall, like, your happiness is number one in your career.